What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid and welcome to my guide for Atelier Yumia. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to farm SP, aka skill points. The stuff you need to unlock everything on the skill tree, and of course some of these things are definitely better the earlier you get them, which means SP farming. The downside is there's only really a couple of ways for you to get SP, and unlike previously in, say, Atelier Ryza, where it was super quick and easy to farm SP with Synthesis, not quite the same in this game. So I'm going to talk about a couple of methods. Now, be warned, there is going to be a very slight spoiler in this video for the name of the second region. There's no story spoilers itself, you're only going to see the name of the place, okay? So, let's actually talk about things first, shall we? So the very first and obvious way of farming SP is, of course, going to be Synthesis. This is an Atelier game after all, so you are going to get a little bit. The problem? You don't really get a whole lot of SP from synthesizing. Not only that, the process itself is very slow because of all the stuff, like all the different menus that you have to go through and all the different cutscenes. Also, one of the things I will say is SP is not obtained depending on quality or effects or anything like that. You get SP based on the item itself. So, for example, these neutralizers all give 10 SP. However, the rainbow neutralizer will give more, just like the ingots, okay? The grand organ gives about 40 SP per craft, whereas the base ingot, well, let's just make one and we'll see, because I'm pretty sure that's like 10 SP. But this is also one of the reasons why it slows you down. You have to wait for Yumia to bring the bottle out. If you have skills unlocked, then you have to do that menu. Doesn't matter if you do anything on it or not, we just skip it. Then, obviously, you have the synthesis itself. We're just going auto, bare minimum. You have to skip the item going in. Then you have to synthesize it, start synthesizing. You have the whole dance routine, which you can skip. And then you've got the final menu. Once you have that, though, you have to wait for Flammy to go back in. And then the whole process repeats itself over and over again. And, of course, we got 12 skill points there. So it's not super ideal for farming. Obviously, if you need some SP early on to unlock something to progress, then sure, it's perfectly fine. However, it's too slow for us. We want a much quicker way. So we're going to look at another method. Now, one thing I will mention before I talk about this method is you can get SP from bunches of different things. For example, doing the small shrines, finding caves, aka doing all the question marks on the map will give you 10 SP each time, and you will also gain 10 SP every time you open a treasure chest. It's not a lot, but over the course of the whole game, it does add up. Likewise, you can get SP from doing quests, and this is actually going to be the second method that we're going to talk about. Or more specifically, we're going to talk about two very specific quests, and both of these are at the main base in the first region. So you're going to come and speak to this NPC right here. Now, this guy will want Tall Tawns items. So we're just going to give him 5 of them for 40 SP. Takes a few seconds, just like Synthesis does, only this time we get a lot more. Now, obviously, my items are low because I've pretty much gotten rid of all these just because I don't need them anymore. So right there, we just got 40 SP. We're going to come up, jump over the fence, and we're going to speak to this NPC who also wants an item. This time he wants an ingot, and this gives us 60 SP. So you can actually double dip this and Synthesis a little. Simply make some ingots and then come turn them in over here. But either way, doing both of these quests together gives you 100 SP. Okay. Now, though, we have to respawn these quests. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to fast travel all the way up here. I haven't quite worked out how far exactly you need to go, but basically you just have to progress the in-game time, and fast traveling is just the easiest way of doing that. So now that we fast traveled up there, we're going to go all the way back to the base, and hopefully the quests have respawned, but probably not. We might have to do it a couple more times. Yeah, so the quests haven't respawned. We do have to fast travel a couple more times. This is why this one is not the best, but it is the second best way of doing it. Simply keep fast traveling until the quest respawns, or you can go back to the atelier and make more ingots ready to just keep tuning in if you really, really want to. So let's move on to the third method, which is absolutely the very, very best method for farming SP. This is also going to be quest related, and it is going to be in the second region. So we're going to move over there right now. And for this one, we're going to go to the first town, the Wallach's Village, okay? Again, this is going to be quest related, only this time we don't have to worry about waiting for the quests to repopulate. There is also going to be 3 or 4 quests that we're going to do very, very quickly. So as soon as we teleport in, we're going to go up the stairs first, and we're going to speak to this guy right here. So he wants some decaying shellfish. There can be 2 people that spawn here. The decaying shellfish guy, which you'll gather a lot of naturally just going through the game. And there's some other guy who wants a bunch of wood. So you just give them either the shellfish or the wood items, and then boom, you just got an extra 40 skill points. So now we can move on to the next. We're not going to teleport anywhere or anything like that. Instead, we're simply going to run along here. There is a quest up there. We're going to ignore that, and we're going to come down here to this one. Now, sometimes there'll be 1, sometimes there will be 2 quests here. Either way, they're both really, really quick. So we're going to speak to this guy first. He just wants 5 cutlasses for 60. So again, we're just going to turn these in. We have plenty of them. Again, a super common item. You will get a bunch of these just exploring naturally. And then we have yet another one. We're already up to like 100 SP right now. So this is going to be another 60. This is nearly 200 SP in, I don't know, like how long has it been? 30 seconds? 40 seconds? Something like that. And obviously we already have a ton of these. So what we're going to do now that we've done these 3 is we're just going to fast travel to this one right here. And we're going to speak to this guy. So this is going to now take us over 200 SP. So this one requires jelly cubes. These ones you only get from fighting the jelly monsters. But again, after exploring this region for a little bit, as long as you fight, you're going to have plenty of them. So, we've just done those quests right now, so now we just need to wait for everything to respawn. So let's just fast travel over here, and have they... No, so they've not respawned just yet either. Normally, the 1 loop is enough time for them to respawn, okay? But they haven't for me, that's perfectly fine, don't worry. So, instead, we're going to go down to the base, and we'll just do a couple more quests down here. So these ones are also really, really simple item quests, nothing major or anything like that. So we're going to completely fill the... Okay, that one wasn't, which kind of sucks, but it's all right. That one's an actual delivery quest. We don't do them, they're way too slow. However, the guys up here, we can do the quests for. So let's just turn that in, and then we want the guy down here. So this one is going to need items as well, which we're going to give right now. Oh no, he wants to rebuild. Yeah, we're not gonna do the rebuilding. That's a terrible idea. Okay, and they're still not repopulated, unfortunately. So that's fine. We can move on down there if we really wanted to and do them, because they're all basically just quick delivery quests. And again, super, super quick. Now, you can combine the areas if you really, really want to. You can do Area 1 and Area 2 at the same time, just constantly going back and forth. It is entirely up to you. But by far, the best way I have found of actually farming SP has been just mass doing quests very, very quickly. It is way, way faster than trying to farm these using syntheses. Seriously, don't bother farming this with syntheses. It's way too slow. And don't try and rely on treasure chests either. Again, too slow considering some of the later skills require 1,000, 1,500, and so on and so forth worth of SP. So, just stick to quests. But, as always though, everybody, that is going to be it for this video. And as you can see, they are repopulating now as well. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I really hope it has helped. Of course, make sure you go ahead and max out your skill tree ASAP so you can really make the most of some of the abilities. Still, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash that like button and, of course, drop a comment down below, as it helps tremendously. And if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more guides. And of course, you'll find all my guides for Atelier Yumia in the playlist, which is linked down below in the description. Until next time, though, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.